You want to know who is having a very hard time right now?
This is what I was talking about.
I can't wait to get you started on this one because during the State of the Union address, you had Krystal Ball say this shit right here, and then you see the Gaza conflict is really fucking with these people, not because of the genocide, but because they cannot do the vote blue no matter who vote shaming that they was planning on doing. Remember, Krystal Ball last year said that if you're planning to vote for a third party, you need to grow up. That's what she was saying with her chest. She was a giant Biden supporter. Then the Gaza genocide happened. And she like, fuck. Ryan Grimm's like, fuck. Now, there are a lot of people who say, I don't agree with this, by the way, but there are a lot of people who say that Krystal Ball has done a great job with her Palestine and Gaza coverage. I will give her the very mild credit of being critical of Israel, but everyone's critical of Israel.
It's not hard.
I told you guys on RBN that if you condemn Palestinian resistance like she has, I don't think you're good on the issue. That's just my radical ass speaking. She condemned Hamas. She said October 7th was a horrible, brutal attack, even though it was a military operation. To me, in my personal opinion, you're not good on the issue if you condemn Palestinian resistance. But let's take my opinion out of it. There are a lot of people who think that Krystal Ball is good on this issue, no matter how we feel about it. There are a lot of Palestinians that like her coverage, and I have to acknowledge it. She does do good coverage calling out some lies on the IDF. I am here to be honest with you guys. She does do good reporting on this. I just don't like the fact that she condemns Palestinian resistance. That's my own personal opinion, but I can take my personal opinion out of the analysis for a second. But this here shows the grift. And I can't believe they say this out loud. During the State of the Union, Krystal Ball is watching Joe Biden give this crazy, unhinged Trump derangement syndrome speech, and she watching with starry eyes. And she like, man, I really want to vote for this person. And she says the quiet part out loud.
It's labor.
This is only 30 seconds. That's why I want to get to it quickly. It's a very fun way to end the stream. Listen to what Ryan Grimm and Krystal Ball says. They essentially say, if it wasn't for the genocide, they would be out here defending Biden from us. Listen to this. It's unbelievable.
It is an incredible tragedy because, before Gaza, I was out there saying, listen, it's not just a lesser two evils vote. If you look just at antitrust and you look just at labor,
and just at wages, like wages now are growing faster than prices, and they have been.
Like if you care about
and especially at the lower end,
if you care about checking corporate power, the people he put in place in key positions have done a great job, and they've been aggressive, and it's been groundbreaking, and it's been a real break from the Clinton-Obama Democratic Party, and obviously wildly better than Trump had a bunch of union busters in at the end. It is an incredible tragedy because
not a bunch of union busters. I'm sorry.
You
Did she miss the part where Biden totally fucked up a union strike attempt? Did she miss that part? Did she sleep through that? Maybe she was having a play date with Kyle. I don't know. What was going on? What the fuck is she talking about?
Bro, she just said if it wasn't for the genocide in Gaza, she'd be out here defending Biden. So she'd be defending Biden from us, Misty. If it wasn't for the genocide in Gaza, she'd be out here as the number one Biden simp, like she was. And I promise you, wait until September. And I may or may not be wrong on this. It's whatever. If I'm right or wrong. But let me say it like this. I would not be surprised, and I will bet more than I think the other way will happen. I would bet on it that Krystal Ball will find a way to tell people to vote for Joe Biden
100%
before this shit's over. So
if he's the nominee, if he is actually the nominee, which I still am not convinced that he's not going to have a medical emergency and they're going to try to replace him last minute. But if he is the nominee, whoever the Democratic Party nominee is, this woman is going to tell you to vote for them. I will guarantee that.
Who gives a fuck if you support these Zionists? She supported Biden last year.
Mm-hmm.
Who gives a guys? Maybe I'm wrong with this because me and Misty were both radical, whatever. I understand that I'm radical, but this whole thing when people say good things, but then they support the policy that led to it, it means nothing to me. Yes, Krystal have done individual good reports on Israel, but she enabled the person who created the genocide. She enabled Genocide Joe, and I promise you she's going to vote for him again. Now I'll play the clip again so you guys can soak in the sanity of it. It's only 38 seconds because essentially what they're saying is if it wasn't for genocide, they'll be all for Joe Biden. But in September, before October 7th, I made a viral tweet where I listed all the reasons not to vote for Joe Biden. So before I show you guys this, let me play this clip one more time.
It is an incredible tragedy because, before Gaza, I was out there saying, listen, it's not just a lesser two evils vote. If you look just at antitrust and you look just at labor,
and just at wages, like wages now are growing faster than prices, and they have been.
Like if you care about
and especially the lower end,
if you care about checking corporate power, the people he put in place in key, positions have done a great job, and they've been aggressive, and it's been groundbreaking, and it's been a real break from the Clinton-Obama Democratic Party, and obviously wildly better than, Trump had a bunch of union busters in at the end. It is an incredible.
How is Biden checking corporate power when arms dealers, weapon manufacturers, corporations are making record profits?
Great question.
Arms dealers are corporations, Krystal?
Of course.
The ones who are killing it right now?
Mm-hmm.
Wall Street kill. How is he checking? They just say shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I made this list, and we probably done. I'm fucking, God damn it. Because I still got to read super chats, and I realized.
We could rant all day. Just
God
give it up.
Damn it. I love it. God damn it. So look at this. Look at the date of this tweet. I send this out September 11th, before October 7th, before the genocide. Reasons not to vote for Joe Biden. I'm going to quickly read them. Actually, do I have time to read them? I'll quickly read them.
I read really fast if you want me to do it. I'm fast.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah. Nord Stream pipeline bomber, biggest eco-terrorist in human history, approved of the Willow Project, broke the rail strike, gave federal contracts to union busters, sent COVID-19 relief money to the police, funded ICE to record level $6 billion more than Trump, illegally pressuring social media companies to crack down on free speech, fighting proxy war with Russia by sending weapons to Nazis in Ukraine, stealing billions from Afghanistan, starving their people, absolutely unhinged China policies, sent weapons to Taiwan, sent nuclear submarines to Australia, Hunter Biden pay-to-play corruption, hiring Neera Tanden as the White House domestic policy advisor, hiring Antony Blinken, hiring Lloyd Austin from Raytheon as defense secretary, full-fledged support to the genocidal state of Israel, pushing the privatization of water, insulting Maui response, said he would veto Medicare for all. Kamala Harris could become president.
And I also have some more because, guys, I made that list, that impressive list. Misty, you got a superpower. I wish I can do that. Guys, I made this list. You guys see the 8 a.m. I was in my bed just thinking about how evil Joe Biden was. I made this list on top of my head at 8 a.m. in my bed, not doing any research, thinking like, man, I probably forgot a lot. I made this thread, and as long as it took me to type it, maybe only a few minutes, and then I continue. I added more. Misty, you want to read this last part?
Stole Iranian and Syrian oil, escalated Cuban embargo, actively trying to kill Julian Assange. Thank you. Bomb Somalia, cut SNAP benefits, hired notorious war criminal Elliot Abrams, hired Victoria Nuland as Deputy Secretary of State. Yeah, that's a good one.
So you guys see how I can put this list together just like that?
Yeah.
Before the genocide, my friends. Before the genocide, my friends. But Krystal Ball is out here talking about, nigga, if it went for the genocide, I'll be out here defending Joe Biden.
And that's not even all. Like, I could name, dude's got 50 years in politics doing really terrible things. I mean, we could talk about the crime bill. We could talk about NAFTA. We could talk about the Iraq war. And we could go for days talking about all of the horrific things that Joe Biden has done over the course of his career and why you should never, ever, 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 ever vote for him. Ever.
I think I said this in the thread, guys. This list is just stuff he did as president.
I made the past 2 years because it was 2023 when you wrote it. Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't even include his Senate record. I didn't include his record as vice president. This is shit he did as president. And I forgot stuff. I know I did.
You did. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, this is Grady. I think Grady posted a good list. This is his whole record. This is pre-2020 record. I don't have time to read it. I think I did a segment on this before. Actually, I think CJ did a segment on it. I think CJ did a segment called Reason Not to Vote for Joe Biden. Big shout out for CJ for covering my Twitter list. So we wrap up there. But you guys see how ridiculous Breaking Points is in the PMC class. I need to stop saying that. PMC class. Doesn't make sense. The professional managerial class.
The PMCs, yeah.
When I say PMC class, I hate it. Whenever I listen back to myself, I catch my mistakes. Whenever I say PMC class, I'm saying professional managerial class. I need to stop doing it. It's a bad habit. But you guys see how they are like, if it wasn't for the genocide in Gaza, man, he'd be great president.
Ugh.
The fuck you talking about?